everyone, how's it going? I've done a lot of videos lately, kind of just shitting on modern games and modern gaming in general. So I figured I should do a video talking about some of the great JRPGs that are coming up soon that I'm looking forward to. So let's begin. I'd like to start by talking about Sea of Stars. Created by Sabotage Studios, the same guys that made that fantastic action platformer a couple years back called The Messenger. Sea of Stars actually takes place in the same world, but set thousands of years previous to The Messenger. So be sure to check this one out. It's inspired by Chrono Trigger and other classic JRPGs. It's got great turn-based combat, fantastic looking visuals. They even got the composer from Chrono Trigger, Yasunori Mitsuda, working with them for the soundtrack. So Sea of Stars is definitely one you're not going to want to miss. Another great retro-inspired JRPG coming out is Pixel Noir. Be sure to wishlist this one on Steam. It's got fantastic looking turn-based combat. You play as a detective solving crimes and mysteries in a crazy futuristic steampunk setting. The 16-bit pixel art is just amazing. Anytime I see any gameplay of this game, it just makes me want to play it. I actually personally know one of the developers. He comes and watches my stream quite frequently, so be sure to check out Pixel Noir when it comes out. Next up is Wrestle Quest. For all you other pro wrestling fans out there, this is a pro wrestling turn-based JRPG coming out very soon. I think it's either this month or in a couple months from now. It's going to be a pro wrestling story where you play as a pro wrestler and making your way in the biz. And like I said, fantastic turn-based combat in a pro wrestling setting. A lot, if not all, of the combat takes place in a pro wrestling ring. You've got your crowd appeal at the bottom, so you're going to have some great, fantastic moves. You've even got tag team moves you can pull off. I saw the Road Warriors in there as a tag team, so this just looks fucking incredible. Next up is Aiden Chronicle 100 Heroes, directed and produced by the creator of the Suikoden series on the PS1 and PS2. Beautiful looking game, tons of different characters to recruit and play as. If you've never played a Suikoden game, this doesn't mean all 100 characters will be party members. What this means is you'll have 100 characters. Usually they can build up your army. A lot of times they help you with things in your base or your town. So when you recruit a character, they might not be able to join you in your party in battle, but they might be able to, say, open a shop in your town or allow you to craft things, stuff like that. Suikoden 1 and 2 also is getting an HD remaster, so look forward to that. But Eiyuden Chronicle is going to have that great classic PS1 JRPG look and feel, so please look forward to that one as well. Deca Police Level 5 is back. Level 5 was one of my favorite JRPG creators back on the PS2. You had Dark Cloud 1 and 2, you had Rogue Galaxy, you had Ni no Kuni on the PS3, and it's got tons of remasters on the PS4 and Switch and stuff like that. Fantastic JRPGs. It's got that Level 5 look to it, those beautiful Level 5 cel-shaded graphics, unique turn-based combat system, and the whole game is honestly giving me a Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth vibe. That is still to this day my favorite Digimon game of all time. If you like mystery, you like solving cyber crimes, you like going into unique digital worlds, definitely check this one out. It looks like it's got a nice parallel between real world stuff and digital world stuff, and it just looks bonkers off the wall story-wise, and the combat looks super crisp and beautiful. And I'm just so excited to see more of Deca Police. It was just recently announced, so it's going to be awesome to get more information down the road. Speaking of waiting for more information, the next one I want to talk about is Dragon Quest XII: The Flames of Fate. Literally all they released was the title, and it showed the Dragon Quest XII etched in lava with the flames sprouting out. Probably going to be badass. I'm a huge Dragon Quest fan, so I can't imagine it being a bad game. Apparently it's going to be darker than any of the previous entries in the series. I am nervous about the changes they said they're going to be making to the combat system. I really hope it stays turn-based. And I'm really hoping Dragon Quest XII will do for the Zenithian trilogy what Dragon Quest XI did for the Erdrick trilogy. I don't want to say any spoilers because I don't want to ruin Dragon Quest XI for anyone who hasn't played it. It's my favorite game of all time. Everyone should go out there, grab that game, and experience it. But yeah, speaking of Dragon Quest, another one I'm looking forward to that, they announced and didn't say anything about it other than showing this intro teaser trailer was Dragon Quest III HD 2D Remake. It has that Octopath Traveler and Live Alive remake look to it. I really hope it has all the features of the Super Famicom remake. Otherwise, it just won't be the definitive way to play the game still. I know the Game Boy Color version is still kind of the definitive way to play the game because it's got the monster coins and that post-game dungeon if you got all the monster coins. But honestly, the visuals in the Super Famicom version are just beautiful, and it's got the Pachisi / Sugoroku board, and it just has all this extra content and visuals, and I really hope that the HD 2D remake doesn't take out at least Sugoroku. Keep that in there, keep the Pachisi board in there. I want all that content. I want the mini medals, I want the books you can get that change your character's personality, which affects your status gains. The HD 2D remake looks absolutely gorgeous. We just need to see some more from it. While we're on the topic of Dragon Quest, they just announced that Dragon Quest Monsters: The Dark Prince is going to be coming out this December. You play as Sorrow from Dragon Quest IV. He was the villain in that game, but honestly had some pretty justified reasons for his actions. So this is going to be, it looks like a bit of a prequel to Dragon Quest IV. Sorrow is my favorite villain of all time, so I'm really excited for this one. I can't wait to build up an army of monsters and take on the big bad, who seems to have put a curse on Sorrow, so he's not able to attack monsters. And of course, the big bad's got monsters protecting him as well. It looks like there's 4 different seasons. You've got spring, summer, fall, and winter, which are going to change the landscape and the monsters available to you at the time, kind of like in Zelda Oracle of Seasons. And it looks like the hero from 4 might make a bit of an appearance. I don't know if this is just some kind of a prophecy that's going to show up in game, or if the hero's going to actually help out, or if we're going to have to battle the hero. Not too sure at this point. We'll have to wait and see. But super excited to actually be getting a new Dragon Quest Monsters game, because the last few did not come to the West. I hope this does well so that we can continue getting Dragon Quest spin-off games out here in the West. Next up, we're getting Star Ocean: The Second Story R, which is a HD remaster. We got the first one on PS4, and then they said they weren't going to be releasing the second one there. And it honestly looks like they completely redid the game from the ground up in 3D HD with the 2D sprites of the PSP version on top of them. It looks very good. The new 3D landscapes and cutscenes and everything look absolutely gorgeous. They also have all the original voice acting from, I believe, the PS1 version, or you can use the more modern PSP voice acting. And then last but not least is a game that maybe isn't a JRPG, but heck, if Final Fantasy 16 can be considered a JRPG, so can this. I'm talking about TMNT Shredder's Revenge Dimension Shell Shock DLC. New content for Shredder's Revenge, which was an incredible beat-em-up inspired by the great TMNT beat-em-ups like TMNT the arcade game, TMNT Hyperstone Heist, TMNT Turtles in Time. I loved Shredder's Revenge so much. We played it 6-player co-op on our big charity stream last year. I can't wait to play these new stages with these new characters and experience the new music. It just looks fantastic. I love the original game, and I can't wait for more. Thank you for checking out this little off-the-cuff video talking about some great releases coming up. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you check these games out, and I hope you join me live on Twitch at least 3 nights per week at twitch.tv/Dookie03. We're just wrapping up Breath of Fire 4, and I'll be starting the Xenoblade Chronicles 3 story DLC, so come join me for that. And then after that, I think we're going to be playing some Legend of Legaia, a fantastic PS1 JRPG that's a little bit of a hidden gem, but probably shouldn't be. It's an incredible game. Anyways, guys, thank you for watching, and I hope to see you soon.